So I'm coming out as against napkins because I got some beef with napkins. I think that they're a little overrated and overutilized at meals and most scenarios. And this wasn't something that I was sure I was comfortable with sharing because it's something that, I've always felt it and I've always known that I'm against napkins, but you're just not sure if that's something you want everyone to know and for people to maybe treat you differently after getting that knowledge. Because a lot of people will correlate napkin use and maybe affection with cleanliness, and I don't think that there's a direct link there. I don't like napkins, but I'm a fairly cleanly eater. My beef with them is that I don't think they're as necessary and as useful as they seem to be to everyone else. And I think that there's a lot of waste to them too. Even disregarding the environmental standpoint, it just bothers me from an efficiency state where I'm like, all right, you're giving out way too many napkins. It's not necessary. It's annoying to the customer. You're wasting some money. We don't need to be producing as much. That's what bothers me. It's like the allocation of resources. I'm like, we got too much going in napkins right now. Especially if you're going through a drive-through or something. It's just like, yeah, just throw an entire package into the bag. And I don't think napkins are very necessary in a lot of scenarios. I mostly use napkins for blowing my nose if I don't have a tissue. That's like my main use for them probably. Because if I'm eating a meal, it's either, all right, fork and knife, I am not going to need a napkin. I mean, you got to be good enough at eating where you're not sloppy with utensils, all right? If you need a napkin using a fork and a knife, you're just a problem, okay? You got to get better. And then with the items where napkins are kind of necessary, they're still just worse than like every other option. Like if you're going into some ribs or something that you really need to use your hands for, and it's like greasy or saucy, it'll get all over. At that point, the napkins are just like sacrifices. Like you'll try to get some stuff off you don't feel clean. The napkin is just massacred. It's not helping anyone. And really you're just trying to kind of stave off the battle until you can go wash your hands. And then everything's good. So like the napkin is a very temporary solution that doesn't do a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but people use them nonstop. And they just grab endless amounts of napkins to use them. Not very much. You end up tossing out a lot. And I don't like it. I think it's a waste. I think we have to adjust our mindset around napkins. And that's why I'm going to be changing the word today. The word we're going to be going with is waste-paper. Waste-paper is really just waste and paper because that's what a napkin is. It's something that holds very, very little value. You're essentially going to waste it most of the time because there's so many of them. And also, most of the time, you're just kind of wasting your time using a napkin because you're not eating your food if you're using a napkin, unless you got like servants or something. I don't know your life. But you got the opportunity cost of using said napkin, which is really just a temporary solution that doesn't do a whole lot. You could be eating in that time and then being to the bathroom faster to wash your hands and actually feel clean. So it deals with waste, it's a waste of resources, and it's a waste of time. And of course all napkins basically are paper. Like the cloth ones are okay, I'm fine with that, but usually you're not tossing those out, so it's kind of a different structure. I'm talking more like these napkins, especially the brown ones, just the basic bland napkins. And also I did not buy these napkins. I went downstairs and these were legitimately the first napkins I saw, which just fit into my coming out theme a little too well. Kind of a Guy-Red coincidence there. But yeah, that's what we got. Napkins will forever be known as waste-papers now, and that's got to be my vocabulary from this point on or else I'll get punished. Let's move on to our song and video of the day. Song of the day is My Money Don't Jiggle Jiggle, It Folds by Luis Theroux, and this is probably a song you've seen on TikTok, I would imagine. That's where it's mostly being popular. Just a goofy, nonsensical song that I find really enjoyable though, and pretty damn catchy, so I picked it as Song of the Day. Does also have a Spotify version, but it's quite short. Then for the video of the day, I sent a video from Luna the Pantera, which has a panther and a Rottweiler going on a walk together, but like they're friends and it's adorable, and the panther is the most athletic, majestic animal I've ever seen, and I instantly like got gripped, and now I want a panther as a pet and might have to adjust my entire lifestyle to try to fit that in at some point. So yeah, I got gripped pretty hard by this one, and it's probably a good thing that women do not interact with me, because if I got just swept away like that by a panther, I think an actual female would be able to do some stuff too. But that sure hasn't happened yet. However, if I keep wearing this sexy rose shirt, who knows? Alright, yeah, I'm out of here. Peace out.